Hello, my name is Yadin, CEO of Awarepoint Corporation. Awarepoint is pleased to support the ACCE Elders documentary outlining the history of innovation and excellence in the profession of clinical engineering. Awarepoint also shares a history of innovation to support advances in patient care, providing the only complete RTLS solution optimizing healthcare workflow. We look forward to our continued partnership with ACCE to advance patient care through technology and clinical engineering.
Hi, my name is Castañeda. I am the president of the American College of Clinical Engineering. I am now in my second term. I've been there for 2 years in this position, although I have been a member of ACCE since 2003 officially, but I have been supported for many years. The American College of Clinical Engineering is an organization that is at the center of patient care delivery with technology. Our ultimate goal is to use technology to enhance the healthcare of the communities. This is about technology bringing really the promise of delivering effective and lower cost healthcare. This country is one of the few countries that is struggling really having an ideal level of care. We're at 17th in the world in terms of morbidity and mortality. We can do better than that. And technology is one tool that we can use to get there.
We got to the moon using slide rules. We should be able to do a lot of things now with all the computers and all the power that we have for data manipulation now.
It's a very rewarding life role to play in the healthcare industry, and what you can do in improving technology, and through improving technology, improving the skills and abilities to promote healthcare.
As a foreign student, I could not just get a job in McDonald's, Wendy, or someplace like that. So I became an orderly. I was carrying patients in and out of the operating room. When they have a limb removed, I carried it to the laboratories, ran to the blood bank and brought the blood packs back, and realized that there are instruments and machines standing there at night in the operating room at a very critical stage of sustaining life, and nobody serviced them, nobody maintained them, nobody calibrated them, and it triggers stimulation on my part, and that's where I started clinical engineering.
The American College of Clinical Engineering is about leadership. Our organization helped them be better leaders and also give them the skill sets and the tools to be efficient and contributors not only to the organization, their workforce, so to healthcare delivery in general. The current efforts for leadership from ACCE is obviously provide the latest information that we have, not only from industry, but also from the peers. We do plan to have this year a leadership summit. The goal of this activity is to bring the players in this new converged world. We have employers, we have vendors, we have the different professional organizations, and we're all going to have a dialogue of what is needed to move forward in terms of the leaders of this field. Because technology is changing so much, there's no longer talking about just the clinical engineering part of it. We need to talk about the IT, the information technology that goes with that. We also need to talk about some of the other pieces that come with that, like regulation, for instance, and new policies and government involvement. So getting everybody together to figure out what is it that we need in the future leaders is what this summit is all about. Also, we want to work in a specific situation that we have now, and that is there are many positions, very good positions that are open currently, are not filled for a long time. Positions as managers, directors, and vice presidents. So we want to make sure that our members have the opportunity to learn the skill set that is required to move from the technical side to the managerial side. ACCE is also about stewardship. Stewardship of patient safety. Now in this new technology, we have many technologies coming together. We need to ensure that the patient is safe We also want to provide the appropriate tools for the physicians and caregiver to give the appropriate care. Another part of a strategic direction for American College of Clinical Engineering is collaboration and partnership. Now we have a great challenge with the technologies converging. We need to work with other organizations to be able to resolve the complex issues that are resulting from mixing all these technologies. Organizations such as AMI, HIMSS, ECRI Institute, the FDA, the Joint Commission come together and we form national summits as a model to look at the current issues, to look for the priorities, and really to prevent the problems of the future. One of the benefits of being part of the American College of Clinical Engineering is when you join, you will become part of a group of leaders in the field, not only on the big projects that are running, but also they run many departments of the major organizations in the United States and around the world.
Hi, my name is Tom O'Day. I've been a clinical engineer for about 43 years now. It's been my privilege to have done that and be a member of the American College of Clinical Engineering. I enjoyed working with the Northwestern and the Big Ten football teams. We worked on a project to instrument helmets, and we even recorded one of the few actually recorded concussions during football season. That data was fed by the Big Ten into a helmet manufacturer, Rydell, and they came up with a better helmet, which I believe is the basis of many of the helmets used today.
I'm Malcolm Ridgway, Senior Vice President for Technology Management at Masterplan, now part of Aramark. I actually have a degree in physics and geology, and I was intending to be a geophysicist. So it was really to avoid the draft that I got recruited into the biomedical engineering field. A random itch in 1966, I decided to come to the US and joined the space program, actually working on the lunar lander.
I was involved with the federal programs for various defense and aeronautical and aerospace. One of the things I worked on for them was the respiratory support system for the astronauts. In 1969, when Armstrong stepped onto the moon, I was one of many people saying, breathe, breathe, because if he didn't, that meant what we designed did not work.
Another great benefit of becoming part of the American College of Clinical Engineering is that you will be at the crux, at the center of the information that is current and that is relevant in the field. We have several activities like symposiums that bring the brightest and the best together to provide information that is very much in accordance to what is going on right now. You also have the opportunity to look at the different vehicles that we have, like the newsletter and some of the information they put on our website for members only. But above all, you have the opportunity to talk to your peers, to the fellow members that may be going through the same situation that you are, and they have information that's very useful to you.
The specific support mechanisms, the specific knowledge, the specific creativity of these many individuals have been very helpful to me. You know that you have a complete college, not only of men from the United States, but from around the world, who you can pick up the phone and call to get answers for some problem you may be working on.
As a member of the American College of Clinical Engineering, you can also participate as a speaker, as an active participant in many of the symposia that we offer nationally and internationally. Also, we have advocacy groups that work with the government and other policymakers. Internationally, we have placed 51 workshops throughout the world. You can be part of that.
I have participated in workshops that have been put on by the American College of Clinical Engineering in I think something like 20 different foreign countries over the years. Spending a year in a country like that with the local people and living in the local community was just a wonderful experience, and we made many good friends that I've maintained ever since.
Well, I think probably my most favorite is dealing with people in foreign countries. In fact, one of my most interesting experiences was developing a biomedical engineering training program, or actually a bachelor's level program at the University of Riyadh in Saudi Arabia.
I always found that very exciting. Not only did you feel like you were accomplishing something from the standpoint of advancing other countries, but it was very satisfying to see what those countries were doing at that time and then watch as they made changes to make improvements.
I find also anytime I'm working with people at other places, I learn things too. I learn how they do things, and sometimes, I keep telling people that there are new things that can be done, and sometimes we're just reinventing old things, and so we need to learn from each other.
The mission of the American College of Clinical Engineering is as follows. First, to establish a standard of competence and to promote excellence in clinical engineering practice. Secondly, to promote safe and effective applications of science and technology in healthcare. Third, to define the body of knowledge on which the profession is based. And lastly, to represent the professional interest of clinical engineers. Technology in healthcare is going through a very interesting phase. Many new technologies are coming into the field. In the practice of clinical engineering, we had more control in the past. We were dealing with what I call boxes. That means that the medical devices were pretty much independent and unique. Now they're connected to each other. Now IT and informatics are coming very heavily to connect all these boxes. And the field has changed in that way. Many other professions are coming to practice in the same area. The way that we think about projecting, the way that we think about evaluating, the way that we think about practicing is going to change. What we've done in the past with boxes is not going to work anymore with connected technology. Our organization as well needs to meet these challenges by having a stronger infrastructure. We need to have more visibility in terms of the new policies that are being formulated in Washington for connected technologies. As an organized, as an integrated technology, we need to do things different. So moving forward, we need to be working with other organizations, and ourselves are going to be changing in a way that we're going to require, first, larger infrastructure. We need your support, not only of your time, but also of your knowledge and supporting the activities the Financial Committee has put together to raise funds. We need to move to the next level. We need to be ready for our future.